Hey guys, Nina here, welcoming you to another reading from the Ladies of Horror Picture Prompt Monthly Challenge, hosted by Elaine Pascale on her channel, The Godmother of Horror. If you'd like to read along or read previously published pieces, please visit spreadingthewritersword.com or ladiesofhorror.com. In the meanwhile, enjoy the reading.
Mask of Innocence by Mary Ann Peden-Coviello. The two detectives stood in the observation room, studying the suspect through the one-way glass. She looked bewildered at her situation, innocent, wide-eyed. Her cuffed hands twisted lengths of her hair into spirals without her mind being involved at all, apparently. Small white teeth gnawed at her lower lip. Enormous blue eyes gazed around the interrogation room with more curiosity than the defiance usually on display in that room. Are we sure? I mean, if she couldn't look more harmless if she were sprinkled with powdered sugar, man. You weren't in on the arrest, were you? They cleaned her up downstairs before they brought her up here. She'd been rolling around in the victim's blood and gnawing on their bodies. Yeah, we're sure. The detective sergeant shuddered at the memory. As if the girl in the interrogation room had heard them, she turned her eyes toward the mirrored glass. She got out of the metal chair she'd been sitting in, prowled across the room like a jungle cat, and examined the observation window. Her expression changed from bewildered innocence to calculating predator. Her hand stroked the cool surface of the window. I see you there, she purred. I smell you. I smell your fear. How delicious it is. The detective sergeant stepped back from the window. She can't. I can. Oh, but I can. She stared straight at the detective sergeant through the one-way window and laughed. Making double fists of her cuffed hands, she slammed them into the window, shattering it. The next moment, she was climbing into the observation room, disregarding the cuts she received from the broken glass. She leapt onto the detective sergeant, snarling and biting. She bit hard into his nose, grinding gristle and cartilage. His screams brought half a dozen officers rushing to the observation room. One of them slammed his baton against the girl's head, and she dropped. She rolled away from the bleeding detective, stretched out a bloodied hand, smiled gently through reddened teeth.